I'm Johnny Rowland, your host of the Shooting Show, and welcome to today's program, friends. And let me tell you what, we are so thankful to be here. Some of you saw fit to help us out, and we could get here this week. So we want to thank everyone who has contributed, everyone who has helped on this project, because, you know, it certainly shores up my own feelings about what we're trying to do when some people respond and realize not a huge number. Unfortunately, we as conservatives are not anxious to step up to the plate and many times get involved, especially financially. But enough of you did, a few that did, is how we're here today. And we want to sincerely want to thank you. And let me ask this. Whenever you buy a product or you order something from one of the national companies, if they're not helping on our shooting show project, ask them why not. Ask them why they won't get involved, whether you're ordering something from one of the firearms manufacturers or from one of the suppliers out there. If they're remotely interested in guns and shooting and hunting, and some of them are even interested, hopefully, in retaining our American freedom. And ask them why they don't see fit to support our shooting show. And we certainly would like to talk to them. If one of them says, hey, they wouldn't mind supporting our shooting show, please let's have them call us or call me and give me their number so we can talk to them. Because, friends, we got to have some support. We have to. We had an absolutely incredible trip to Colorado. We want to thank the people with the American Freedom Network for paying our way up there and giving us a chance to be with so many of our listeners to our radio show, and also quite a few viewers of our television program were right there, and we appreciate every one of you that came out and participated with us. We have a little bit of tape footage of the 4th of July picnic, a little bit, and I was going to tape the demo we did with our carbine and our handguns, and friends, we had so many people. I was out there by myself, and we had 100+ people that came to the demo. We had to get out of town, go on down south of town, and I was overwhelmed. I thought we'd be down there for half an hour. We were there 5.5 hours, and finally we just quit. So we had a wonderful, wonderful time, and we want each of you to know who came out and visited with us that it is at least as great a privilege for me and those of us who were there that are in broadcasting. It's a great privilege for us to meet you. So many people came up and were so nice and said some of the nicest things, but wait a minute, friends. If it weren't for you folks out there, we couldn't be here on the air. You know, if it weren't for you folks out there listening and participating and trying to get involved, we wouldn't be here. We couldn't be here. So please let me say that now. We appreciate meeting everyone so much. Well, friends, I don't have to tell you we're in dire straits as gun owners. We have a great show for you. We've got some things we have to cover today. But let me remind you, we've had a number of people buy the AR-15 guns. In fact, we're sold out of guns temporarily, and you know it takes us a couple of months to get them. We have a couple of the AR-15 uppers left. We've got just a couple. We've got one pre-ban and one post-ban upper. And let me tell you what, these magazines are Uzi magazines converted for use in the AR-15 guns, and they are of superior quality. We're going to have to go up. They've been costing us $50, and we've been letting our folks have them at $50, and we can't continue doing that. We're going to have to go up a little on them because we can't afford to order them and stock them. So we're going to have a price increase on magazines. But wait a minute. These are pre-ban, hand-form fitted. A lot of work goes into making these magazines. We have yet to have one of these magazines malfunction. I mean, they are just superior, but they are expensive. And of course, it's a lifetime deal. My goodness, you get one of these, you can use it it'll last as long as your gun will. So we want to announce that we do have a few magazines in stock, and we've got 2 of these on hand. This is one pre-ban upper, and we've got one post-ban without the flash hider, without the bayonet lug. And oh boy, the anti-gun people, Miss Feinstein, Chucky Schumer, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, they're so terrified of these flash hiders, of these bayonet lugs. I wonder how many people in the United States in the last 100 years have been bayoneted. But you see, friends, they want to take away anything that's even remotely military, even remotely comparable to the military, because, listen, they know very well, I'm talking about the anti-gun, the liberal socialists, they know they can never have their police state. Never, as long as we as free Americans are armed. And I tell you what, friends, this 4th of July celebration, I hope it affected many of you out there to reassess where we came from and who we as free Americans and gun owners are. Because, friends, we've got to get in this fight. More of you, we're already in it. More of you have got to get in this fight with us. We're not going to have anything left, and they're going to have their worldwide police state. Well, we don't want it, and I don't think you do either. Will you help us? Here's something. In fact, we have uncovered a secret transcript from Hillary Clinton. Actually, let's take a look at this now.
How dare these common folk want to run their own lives when we, the powered elite, can do it so much better than they? They should take their orders. They shouldn't question us. They should go along with what we tell them. If they don't, we'll simply make them. We'll take away their nasty guns. We'll make them do what they're told.
I tell you what, friends, that's scary. But you know, that's your liberal socialist line. They don't think that we can run our own lives. They want to do it for us. And before they can do it for us, they have to disarm us. Will you please help the shooting show stay on the air? Will you please help us meet next week's expenses? Will you please help us keep getting our message of freedom and responsible gun ownership going out to the rest of this country? Will you please help us? Send whatever you can. Join our GRA, whatever you can do. Donate to the shooting show, 327 Urban Rowland Road in Duberly, Louisiana. The zip code is 71024. Please, friends, that's how we're here today. We have a great show for you. Let's get another shooting show underway.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
The Shootin' Show will be right back after this break for your local cable company or TV station.
Friends, here it is. This is the great Georgia Arms 45 DA Colt or double action Colt cartridge. This is the first major improvement on the Colt 45 since 1873. They have this in loaded cowboy ammunition. They're also selling brass, so you can load your own combinations. This cartridge case is absolutely a joy to work with. We're even seeing improved accuracy, we think due to the slightly larger rim on our 45 DA Colt case. You can get a free catalog, or you can order these from Georgia Arms, 1-800-624-6861 for their entire lineup, and please tell them you saw it here on our show. Now, friends, of course, the cowboy load is mild but super accurate. And of course, you can take your hand loads up to the limit of what the loading manuals will allow. The great 45 double action Colt cartridge from Georgia Arms. Give them a call today, friends. A free phone call with a free catalog.
We want to remind you that Georgia Arms is shipping .460 Rowland ammo daily, and don't worry, if they run out, they're going to have some made immediately thereafter. But also, Georgia Arms has the best selection of handgun and rifle ammunition. They're even selling components now. You can buy bullets, a whole lot of things from Georgia Arms. Call them, get a free catalog, 1-800-624-6861. Again, 1-800-624-6861, and please tell them you saw it here on our program.
Now friends, here's one of our 460 Rowland cartridges, and this is the hollow point 230 grain. We supply information on how to do this load. It's not offered yet as a factory load. We just have the 185s offered right now, but we supply you loading information on how to do it. This is a full metal jacket 230 grain bullet, and someone was asking the other day, you know, this is the one that we recommend for those folks that have 1911s or 460s that go into bear country with the pistols because penetration is rather outstanding. Some of you have seen us shoot through the landscape timber and explode the water bottle. Well, someone asked, well, how does it do on as far as shocking power just on, say, the water bottle with this full metal jacket bullet? Let's see about that now. Friends, what we have here, we've got a couple of water bottles. We've got a water bottle here, a landscape timber here, and a water bottle behind the landscape timber. So let's see what happens. We've got our 230 grain full metal jacket load here in our pistol. So let's see how it goes, see what happens. Yeah, I got soaked. You know, a lot of that water came straight back at me, but let me show you what. Went through the first target, went completely through the landscape timber, and you saw what it did. It literally blew up the first water bottle here, and hole in and out, and exploded the second water bottle. So, yeah, realize that's between 3 and 4 inches of wood there it went through after the first water bottle. So yes, I believe it has plenty of penetration power to do about anything you need to do, certainly with a handgun. And yes, in the event that you did happen to encounter a bear or something, well, that full metal jacket load, you can see that it packs plenty of punch and has just pretty much unbelievable penetration. So anyway, I wanted to show that to you. And yes, we make that loading information, comes with the kits for the 1911s. Yes, we have these. We are working on the kits for the Kimber Compact. We found out that the kit for the Kimber Compact will also fit the Springfield Armory Compact with a 4-inch barrel. We just learned this on the trip. And we're working on the other more compact gun sizes, such as the Officer's Model Colt and also the Colt Commander. So anyway, wanted to show that to you. Thought it would be somewhat remarkable, and it proves to be. Let me dry my glasses off here. Now friends, we're going to look at several things. We're going to look at some muzzle brakes today, and a lot of you are familiar with the muzzle brake on our 460 Rowland, and here is the new one here in the center on the Dan Wesson. This is a 4-inch barrel with a muzzle brake on the Dan Wesson. It's in the shroud, and yes, you can order them direct from us for the Dan Wesson revolvers. Here's another experimental muzzle brake we're using now in testing on the compact guns, and let's look at some more. Let's go to, this is the Van Comp muzzle brake system on this Mossberg shotgun, and we have the muzzle brake on the 460 Rowland upper for the AR-15. This is another type, and a super effective, this is on the Weatherby 378 on this great Weatherby bolt action rifle. And there's a reason for these, and they actually do different things on different guns, but let's take a look at that now. Now friends, what we have here is a drawing here of a portion of the end of the gun barrel, and we have some little circles here to represent the muzzle brake. Let me show you something. Now remember, most of us know that this is a cartridge right here. This is a bullet. And unfortunately, a lot of TV and movie people do not understand that the whole thing does not exit the gun, just the bullet part. And you know, for most of us, that's pretty silly. But unfortunately, that's the state of so many of the people who make movies and make TV. But realize now that when the gun fires, the bullet starts down the barrel here, and there's great pressure behind the bullet. Let's go ahead and mark the bullet. That'll be our bullet right there. And there's great pressure behind this bullet. As it moves down the barrel, of course, more and more pressure builds. And without the muzzle brake, when the bullet exits the barrel, right here, you've got all this built-up pressure behind it that will rush out the barrel. Even though the bullet has already gone, you still got a lot of gases and pressure, and that's where a lot of the recoil comes from, whether it's a handgun or a long gun. So what happens is, in the event you have a muzzle brake on the barrel, when the bullet gets right here, for example, and right here, these gases, a lot of this pressure is relieved straight up. And also, it has the effect, because the barrel has a tendency to rise and come back to rise. Well, these pressures actually will keep the barrel in place. This is one of the key ingredients to our 460 kit working on the 1911, because it keeps the barrel locked for a longer period of time. But there are other muzzle brakes that have holes on the sides here and on the bottom, and these have the express intent of redirecting the high pressure gases so you don't get this push if they just come out the front. And as you've seen many times, these are remarkably effective if they're properly engineered, properly executed.
Now friends, we've got a Super Black Hawk here in 44 Magnum, factory round from Georgia Arms, very powerful. About 900 or so foot-pounds, or about 1,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. And watch what the gun does in recoil. It does not have a muzzle brake. Easy to shoot, but just watch where the gun goes. Got our target out here, and watch. See that tremendous amount of recoil? All right, let's try something else. Now then, friends, we're looking at our 460 Rowland Dan Wesson. This is a 4-inch barrel. This is the Dan Wesson muzzle brake right here. Really neat system. And of course, we have a full moon clip loaded with full charge ammo here. Again, 1,000 foot-pounds muzzle energy, same power level. Now watch how effective our 460 Rowland, of course, being the equivalent or better than the 44 Magnum. Watch on the target. Watch how much muzzle rise we get. Now see, that wasn't much at all, was it? Let's try it again. See, just like that, it goes right back down. So a huge difference. And yes, we have these, you can order these ported shrouds for the Dan Wesson guns. You can certainly order them now. But we thought that was a remarkable demonstration in the difference in recoil with and without a muzzle brake. Not bad at all.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
The Shootin' Show will be right back after this break for your local cable company or TV station. This week we're going to learn the swing from Dance Unlimited.
Welcome to Dance Unlimited. In this video, you're going to learn the basics of swing. You're going to learn the closed basic, the right turn, the left turn, the side pass, the two-hand side pass, the cuddle, the bump, the Miami slide, the backslide, the toe heel slide, the face loop, the flip flop, the kick step, and the sweetheart prance, which the ladies are going to love.
Now then, friends, if you'd like to learn some of these ballroom dances, you can give TV Productions a call at 318-869-0439 or write to them at 106 East Kings Highway, Suite 216, Shreveport, Louisiana, zip code 71104, only $29.95 to watch these great dance instructors and learn at home for yourself. Now, friends, this past weekend for the 4th of July, we were invited to the American Freedom Network headquarters there on the edge of the Rockies in Johnstown, Colorado. I want to introduce you to some of these folks.
My name is Jeff, and welcome to Johnstown, Colorado. This is my daughter, Monica, and we feel that we should have the right to own any weapon we have and to secure our future for these children and all their rights and freedoms and liberties which are threatened today.
Wendy Arva from Patriot Trading Group.
Well, great, Wendy. Nice to meet you. And, of course, we have Michael Golden here. Michael, we had a great time yesterday,
Had
didn't
a
we?
wonderful time yesterday.
Well,
Great turnout up there. Nice, beautiful day.
we really
Good,
did.
calm, not typical 4th of July, but traditional 4th of July.
Oh, it was great. It was a wonderful picnic. I got to meet a lot of our clients who I just talked to on the phone, and it was a great time. Eric and I really enjoyed it.
Well, it was a great pleasure for myself to come up here and enjoy it.
And who was the man in black that was singing all afternoon?
Excuse me.
We've got
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to whom I consider to be a great American. This is Don Wiedemann. He has the American Freedom Network here in Johnstown, Colorado, a national radio network that is really making a difference on behalf of us as free Americans. Don, we had a great time yesterday, sir. How are you?
Well, I'm happy, Johnny. Everything turned out real good, and everybody had a great time yesterday, and it was just really great celebrating our God-given freedoms. So, and we were really happy that you could come out. People liked your singing,
Well,
preaching.
I was doing the best I could, Don. I was a little bit shot out, you know. We had a wonderful time. But here you are in the nerve center of the American Freedom Network, and we really appreciate meeting you folks. Heck, we've been on the network now for 3 years, and first time to actually meet face to face.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, sir, whatever we can do for you, you know we'll continue.
Well, we appreciate having your show on the American Freedom Network, Johnny, and it's a very popular show. And you have a lot of people that follow after it.
Question for you.
Yes.
If people can listen worldwide to the American Freedom Network on the internet, where can they find that?
It's www.americanewsnet.com. AmericaNewsNet.com.
Stay tuned for more of The Shootin' Show after these important messages.
And we want to mention the good folks at Clark Custom Guns in Princeton, Louisiana, one of the most complete gun shops in the entire United States. They do all sorts of things like this specialty meltdown on this new STI gun. Also, they have an excellent staff of people to help you with guns such as these Benelli Super Black Eagles, taking 3.5-inch magnums, a complete line of handguns, semi-automatics, revolvers, all sorts of neat things in the shop there. And of course, here's Mr. Jim Clark himself out helping a customer, some of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. They have a complete line of loading supplies, loading tools, gunpowder, you name it, primers, all sorts of accessories for your guns, whatever you might need, certainly within reason. Here's Kay Clark Michelik when she's not winning championships, back working there in the office. And here's her husband, Jerry Michelik, the fastest revolver shooter in the world, when he's not winning championships at work. Here's Jim Clark Jr. back on the lathe, the same drill, when he's not winning championships, working right there in the shop. That's why you can get such complete quality of product and expertise here at Clark Custom Guns. Friends, give them a call today, area 318-949-9884. They have a great catalog. We appreciate them supporting our project. And now, friends, we're going to go back and review just a little bit of our GRA action shooting from our Fun Gun Weekend. We had a lot of requests for this, and we are getting our rule sheets out as quickly as we can, so bear with me on this, but hope you enjoy it.
Huh? Don't kill my chronograph.
The blast?
The blast will be pretty tough on the
Well, you want to just put me out as heavy, major, whatever?
Oh, you're major? That's fine. What is it, 445?
No, 44.
44, okay. Yeah. Stand by. All the way through. We're loading, clear, of course, yeah, hammer down, sir.
Thank you.
All right, and they pretty darn good time, 2182. Stand by.
There you go.
Okay,
I'm afraid you'd win. I don't run as fast as I have to. I run as fast as I need to. That's 7. Okay.
Well, just for fun, since we're here.
All right. Shooter ready. Stand by.
Hey.
254.
Two what?
254.
Not too shabby, huh? Not going far behind you, was it?
Stand by. Okay, clear. Pull the trigger. Point it down there and pull the trigger.
Now, friends, we need to go to our support group. We want to thank all of these supporters that help us stay on the air. And bear in mind that it is a struggle. We certainly want to mention our good friend, Dennis Crocker, a very patriotic American that teaches firearms training there in South Carolina. Dennis also has Kramer holsters now. His number is area 864-587-8722. We have Custom Leather Work and Saddlery in Denham Springs, Louisiana. They do all kinds of leather work. Their number is area 225-667-9225. Also, Camouflage Technologies. You can reach them. They paint gun stocks. You can find them at area 909-674-6488. We also have BC Armory in East Leroy, Michigan. Bruce works on pistols and revolvers. His number is area 616-729-5508. For great artwork on the web, you can go to Flying Horse Galleries at www.flyinghorse.net. And also, our good friend Wade Cottrell with Cottrell Refrigeration and Heating and Cooling there in Tuscumbia, Alabama. His number is area 256-381-1887. Friends, we're